Hey guys, what's up? So I guess we be looking around. What? I thought there was an actual person hanging in here for a second there. Oh yeah, let's, desecrate some shit, yeah?
The door closed and a silence settled, so great and so vast I held my breath for fear of breaking it. Lopez turned to me, his eyes wild, a smile screwed across his face. He came toward me, arms outstretched, and for a moment fear flickered across my heart. But he pulled me close, his fingers digging into my shoulders. "I found it," he whispered in my ear, and releasing me, he wandered through this room. Walls of pure jade reaching up to the heavens, completely covered in intricate etched mosaics and carved figures. I followed at a distance as he approached an altar, and watched as he lifted a silver box from it.
Okay then.
The others are worried that Brothers de la Cruz and Serrano will not return. I have so far maintained they will, that they always have. But in my heart I am beginning to believe we have seen the last of them, and that grief weighs heavily. We will continue their work. Either they will return to find we have not forgotten the teachings, or they will look down on us from above and bless our continued labors.
Sounds about right. I really don't want to destroy that.
And
Wow.
under his wings you may seek refuge. Under his wings.
Under his wings.
A heron and an eclipse. 25th of December, 1603. It has been 4 days since we turned away from the city. We traveled in silence and in circles, guided by a confusion of grief, relief, and celebration. Lopez and I exited the jungle and landed in a clearing, under the gaze of several faces carved into the side of the mountain. Lopez had an episode, as he later called it. He threw himself in front of the faces and screamed for forgiveness. The heaviest sin on his heart was abandoning Perez to the strange warriors. They had grown close over the journey. Try as I might, I could not console him. So I built a fire and waited, as he decreed his actions and pleaded for forgiveness from the silent stone faces.
Ooh. That's rough. Some feathers.
26th of December, 1603. Lopez woke me, having already prepared a Spartan breakfast. "This is where we were meant to be," he said. a cold determination in his voice, so very different from how he acted just the day before. I finished my meal as he spoke of holy retribution, how he had acted in error, but now God had put his hands on his shoulders and shown him the path to walk. We will spread the true word of God from this small mission, he said, pointing to an adobe building just beyond the stone faces. We will prepare the path for the chosen one to follow, for only he who does will be worthy of this box.
Ooh.
Jonah, this book describes a stranger's arrival at the mission. He founded the Sect of Seven. Maybe that was Lopez.
Ah, yes. The pamphlet.
John, son of Zebedee, one of Jesus' apostles, also called the beloved disciple. He and his brother, James, were known for their impetuousness and temper, which prompted Christ to start calling them Boanerges, sons of thunder. John is credited with writing 5 books of the New Testament, the Gospel of John, the 3 epistles of John, and the Book of Revelation. He's the patron saint of love and loyalty, as well as writers, publishers, and scholars. One of his symbols is a serpent in a cup, which is linked to his patronage of victims of poisoning and burns.
Maybe I should have taken...
The sun will be darkened, and the moon will not give its light. Jonah, those 2 Bible quotes. The sun will be darkened, and under his wings you may seek refuge. That's it. Look for a heron and an eclipse. This roughly drawn sketch shows St. John repelling a demon attack. Perhaps they plan to have this as one of the frescoes in the mission.
Trying to make sure I don't miss nothing. So many little corners.
Brother de la Cruz appeared one day, emerging from the jungle, breathing new life into the mission. There were just the 3 of us when he arrived, and Sister Dorothea had been ill for many weeks. He and his associate began to work that first day. By the next week, de la Cruz had recruited a workforce of 36. They prepared the bell tower and worked the fields, planting crops. Brother de la Cruz aims to make us self-sufficient. We'd spent so long alone out here, I'd worried we'd lose God's ear. Lo and behold, we not only had his ear, but he sent another to act as his hands as well.
Tardaremos eternidades. ¿Cuántos años? Un paso a la vez.
Okay, that startled me. Somebody started talking.
Stone faces weep as Jesus creeps along the dolorous path. Too many died. More will still, and more will still, and more will still. His light leads the way.
Wow, that's depressing. That was Trinity? Man, I'm just getting all the stories done. So... I'm a little iffy about this.
This cross, it looks like it's from the 17th century.
We just destroyed a painting of, I think, Christ. Is that sacrilege? It feels like sacrilege. Just a tiniest bit.
There's a whole mural under here.
Let's destroy all this, man. The disciples?
Veracruz, the true cross.
Is that what I think it is?
The silver box. It's unmistakable.
Jesus takes up the cross. These are the stations of the cross. But there's a bunch missing.
Before 1600, there were only 7. This could date back to the time of Lopez.
This is one of his clues.
Yeah, it's the kind of thing he does.
All right. Let's see if we can find a cross lying around here somewhere.
Well, I just recently found one right over here.
When we find the box, how do we get the key back into the briefcase?
We'll find a way.
So, yeah, here's a cross.
Found something?
Yeah. Jesus takes up the cross. Help me lift this.
Damn. That is some intricate shit that Lopez set up.
Actually worked.
Like, seriously, Lopez, what the hell were you doing, man? And how did you come up with some sun reflecting thing? That looks dangerous.
Looks like a long way down. Let's see where this leads.
Don't drop me, please. I'm surprised this wood isn't breaking underneath her ass. This looks like a medieval torture device place. Wow.
Station 2. Jesus falls the first time.
There's an inscription here. Ambulate dum lucem habitis.
Walk while you have the light. Have to use the light beam to follow the stations of the cross.
That did it.
There'd be a lot of crosses around here.
Oh,
Look at all-
be buried in here. My head tossed behind a cross somewhere.
Walk while you have the light, so that the darkness may not overtake you,
Sounds like a hint.
or a threat.
This looks like the Virgin Mary.
Station 3. Jesus meets his mother.
The mirror looks dusty. I'll give you a boost.
Oh God.
Hey, work.
Let's get off Mary's arm before it breaks.
The right leads this way. What happened to these people?
Looks like the light activated something.
Laura! Are you alright? You're lucky it was a little rusted.
This must be Station 4.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at these frescoes. Have to use a light beam to follow the Stations of the Cross.
Well, I don't think this is the one that you're supposed to go to.
Look, someone else got close. He wasn't as lucky. There's a woman in this one.
Not that one, apparently. What is the thingamajigger? Where's my pamphlet? What was it under? Doubtful. Okay, Miracle Mission. Maybe that's it. Yes, I want to see.
Strange, there are only 7 stations. This must be based on an older tradition. Jesus takes up the cross, falls the first time, meets his mother. Then Veronica wipes his face before he falls the second time. Then he is crucified and finally entombed.
Okay, Veronica. Which one? Yes, wipe his face.
These people look like they were tortured.
I don't think this was just a crypt. I'll get it.
And fall.
Station 5. Jesus falls a second time.
I like how you basically have to fall. Walk towards the light. Where the hell did they get all these dead bodies from? Because that's kind of creepy.
Laura, is that what I think it is?
The Stations of the Cross again.
But with mummies. Isn't this sacrilegious?
Not necessarily. They could have been paying the ultimate homage.
Or they were just sick.
This must be Station 6.
What's Station 6 again? Crucified? Oh god, do I have to get crucified? I don't want to be crucified, man.
Strange, there are only 7 stations. This must be based on an older tradition.
Crucified and finally entombed. Fuck.
Have to use the light beam to follow the Stations of the Cross.
Okay. So...
Jesus, nailed to the cross. Think he's taking up the cross.
Crucifixion.
think this was a place of worship for an underground sect.
Literally. I guess this is the sect from the pamphlet.
Mm-hmm.
This is disgusting. I'm glad I wasn't around when Lopez was. That inscription. Do not fear those who kill the body, but are unable to kill the soul. Is that meant for us?
Don't let Lopez get in your head. He's caused enough trouble already.
Okay, let's do this.
Okay, hold on.
She's wiping his face, I think. They're lifting him. They're carrying him. He's carrying the cross. I think he's taking up the cross.
Okay, so...
Have to use the light beam to follow the stations of the cross.
Alright, can't just shoot it, can I? Hold on.
Have to use the light beam to follow the stations of the cross.
That's what I figured you said. But how do I get the light over there? Because that's what my problem is right now. No, other way. How do I get the light? You said follow the 6 stations, right?
I think he's taking up the cross.
He needs to take up the cross. But I can't do anything because...
Have to use the light beam to follow the stations of the cross.
Yeah, but how? Thing's in the wrong place.
She's wiping his face, I think. They're lifting him. They're carrying him.
Hold on. Do I have to move this somewhere else? No, because this is the only place I can reach. Stairway to...
Have to use the light beam to follow the stations of the cross.
Stations of the Cross. Oh, let's just die. And... Yep. That's what I figured. How do I move the light? I can't shoot it. So how do I get it over there?
Looks like a church. These ones are posed like monks.
Uh-huh.
So Lopez staged the whole crucifixion performance.
I think this was a place of worship for an underground sect.
Literally. Guess this
I don't... How do I get you...
Have to use the light beam to follow the Stations of the Cross.
How do I get the light beams over here?
That inscription. Do not fear those who kill the body, but are unable to kill the soul. Is that meant for us?
Don't let Lopez get in your head. He's caused enough trouble already.
Let's do this.
Wait. Hold on.
What's the first step of the crucifixion? Strange, there are only 7 stations.
Sure. Maybe it's on the path.
Am I supposed to get him close to this? Because...
I think he's taking up the cross.
I'm so confused! How do I get the light over here? I know to do it in the stations, but how do I get the light over here?
Have to use the light beam to follow the Stations of the Cross.
Like I didn't know that. Maybe it's... Because he lifts up, he carries. He lifts up, he carries. This is the crucifixion. Wipes his face, lifts him up, carrying him. Is it carrying him? Because I can't think of any other reason.
They're carrying him.
Nope. So I need to figure out how to get the light going off to the other side. I'm calling it here. See you guys next time, because I'm pissed off. Bye.